Yo, what is up everybody, it's Really Great here and welcome back to another Naruto reaction video here today. And today we have yet another video by the great 6, and as you can tell by the title, this is Harsh Reality of Liking Naruto. Now that is an interesting concept. So, when reading that title, my question would be, what makes liking Naruto a harsh reality? Right? In terms of what exactly are we talking about here? There are several angles that people could take, I guess, when thinking of this question. Maybe the story, maybe some other stuff that people don't agree with that took place in the story. Maybe some people believe the power scaling is not consistent. Maybe that's what makes liking Naruto a harsh reality. Who knows? There are many angles that could be taken. It all depends on someone's opinion, I suppose. And I'm very intrigued to see what 6 has to say about the reality of liking Naruto. But before we begin, any loves greatly appreciated. Hit that like button, turn on bell notifications to stay updated with yours truly. And if you're new and you enjoy, man, and you messed with the kid, make sure to hit that sub button, because once you do, become part of the family forever. But let's not waste any more time, screen. See what 6 says today.
Hello everyone. Today,
What
me
up?
and Eli. I haven't had Eli on here in a while, by the way, so I'm just let him introduce himself. Good.
I'm back, bro. I just be here, just chilling, bro. Anytime I'm needed, but we gonna see what these people talking about.
Anyway, we're about to talk about this CBR article. Apparently, there's 10 harsh realities of being a Naruto fan. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I looked over this article before we started recording, just because I wanted to, get a gauge. I can't remember it towards the bottom, but I know the first few I don't agree with at all, and one of them I kind of want to talk about heavily. So the article's by Jasper Shapiro, so credit to him or whatever, and I'll leave it linked in the description if anyone
CBR,
wants to check it out
CBR.
or anything else they may have
Nice.
written. I'll also leave Eli's channel linked in the description. Obviously subscribe to him. He doesn't upload very often, but he does upload. And obviously subscribe to me as well and like the video. This is 10 harsh realities of being a Naruto fan. Number 1, I already heavily disagree with. I would agree with this one, and you can let me know if you agree with me or not, Eli. I would agree with this one if Naruto was still airing weekly. If it wasn't available on multiple websites for you to just watch with multiple filler guides where you can just skip all the filler. But in 2022, this is not an issue. Do you agree?
Yeah, there's literally not an issue at all for filler ever. You can just skip it, and if you're into a person that likes filler half the time is usually good. I like some of the Naruto filler, like it's really heat. So I feel like if you are gonna watch Naruto, watch some of it, because the filler be bomb, bro.
Yeah, I mean, just skip the filler.
I mean, I
the
think a
fuck?
lot of people say that anyway, that some of the Naruto filler is good.
Simple as that.
Me myself, I've only seen like one filler arc, but yeah. So I won't comment on if it's bad or not. Eli, y'all have Eli for that, but I don't agree with this at all.
Me either. I agree. I don't agree.
Naruto slowly deviates from a story about ninja. This shit was almost never about ninja. Like, let's be honest. Naruto has its own interpretation of what a ninja is or should be, and is one who wields ninjutsu, can blast the water out the lakes and whatnot. We literally see Kakashi and Zabuza going at it. 12 chapters in, few episodes in, they're launching water missiles and dragons at each other. The Sharingan can see through different magics according to Sasuke, at least early in the manga. Kakashi's putting Zabuza under illusions. Haku's using ice mirrors. Fucking Orochimaru invaded the Leaf Village with a bunch of giant fucking snakes. He summoned 2 Kage from the dead. Naruto was never about stealthy ninja. Right?
Yeah, I believe that number 9 statement is asinine. It doesn't make Naruto bad.
Get their own ninja way through the series. I mean, we see it through Sakura, Lee. We see it through a lot of character. I mean, he just helps people develop their own ninja way and express it. Yeah,
Sasuke's ninja way is being an avenger, or ramming his hatred into the world, as Obito puts it. Hinata's got the same one as Naruto. I mean, it's literally just, it doesn't fit the Hollywood definition of a ninja, I guess you could say, or the traditional Japanese ninja. But I mean, like I said,
it's all about the semantics, I guess.
Blah blah blah. And then even then, how is this a harsh reality of being a Naruto fan? Nothing.
I mean,
what's so bad about this?
Yeah,
Did you
what the hell?
plan? Like coming in, they were gonna be
So
wearing, like,
what?
the black like suits with the masks. They were gonna be doing like assassinations.
They're
Like,
like,
no.
oh, harsh reality, and then Naruto's what, top 3 selling manga of all time or something
Correct.
like that. Actually, it might not be top. Maybe it's. I know for sure it's top 10 though.
Yeah,
So.
at least.
I don't know. I'm
It's up
not.
there.
I'm not fucking with Boy Number Died.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
Plot
Like, how does it make
armor's
Naruto bad? I don't understand that.
Now, Eli, I'm gonna let you talk about this one first, cause I feel like you have less to say than I do.
I think it is kind of prevalent. I don't know. Six might disagree with me, but Sasuke should have been died in some of these situations. Like even the point there, I don't know if he should have got away from B or from or if he would have got lucky enough for Obito to save him in the Fakage Summit. But that's all I gotta say. You can go.
I'm only gonna comment on Sasuke as well, because I think when people bring up this plot armor point, a lot of it is just to do with Sasuke. Oh, Sasuke in the Deidara fight, Sasuke in the B fight, and the Kage Summit, like Eli just mentioned. I think Sasuke's ability to put together a team or have a kit that can get him out of those specific situations, literally the reason the team was made is just a Sasuke W, if anything. Plot
Good
armor
point.
generally is used as like a negative for a show. Even like in this article, they're using it as a negative, a harsh reality of being a Naruto fan. But like, take a look at Naruto versus not Naruto. Take a look at Sasuke versus Deidara just a second time. The first time Deidara attacks Sasuke, he throws a bomb at him, and Sasuke evades with the snake. The second time well, not the second time, but the last time it happens, the one everyone has an issue with, Deidara's launching the bomb, and then we just see Sasuke escaped. He got Suigetsu resummon him, which is something they planned for before. So these are things Sasuke already thought of,
Yeah.
and ways to get out of these specific
Right.
situations. He's like, if this symbol ever pops up on this seal, he tells Suigetsu, summon him back to the real world. And then with B, Sasuke gets beat up by B badly, but he's got teammates right there who can save him and get him out of that situation. Karin to heal, and then eventually Jugo to heal. So I think Sasuke just keeps people around him to help him and, you know, bring him up. That's why he has the team in the first place. I forget which character in the manga actually comments on this and tells us like, oh, what a good idea for Sasuke to put these specific people, specific set of people together. But, you know, it does happen. So I don't really think it's plot armor in that sense. I think it's just Sasuke being a genius like he is.
Yeah, but Suigetsu fighting B was crazy, bro. I'm sorry. Suigetsu fighting B was crazy.
Kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna count, but yeah. Talk no jutsu determines the outcome of important battles instead of strength.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
I
my
hate this so
God,
bad.
bro. I hate
All
this
I'm gonna
too.
say is like, remember that Naruto always talks second, bro. He fights first, talks second, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. He literally beats them up, and then he's like, "All right, bro, I'm gonna give you a chance to like come over, bro. Like, look at all these people, bro. We're cool." But
Naruto also
he's not really a talk first person.
exactly, and Naruto doesn't talk always either. When did Naruto try to talk no jutsu Madara? When did Naruto try to talk no jutsu Kakazu? Never,
True.
because he knows those people. Because, you know, like Sasuke said, you can read each other's minds when you're high enough level shinobi, blah, blah, blah. He tried to talk to Obito because Obito, he felt like he could change him.
Yeah,
turn
Obito
him
had doubt.
around.
He had
He
doubt
just
in his
tried to
heart.
kill Madara. He just met Kakazu and he tried to hit him with the
So these
strong
morally gray
jutsu. He
characters
just
you
developed.
can talk to. People like
You know
Madara,
what I'm saying?
people like
When did he try to
Kakazu
talk to Orochimaru?
are not morally
Like,
gray, I would
Naruto
say.
doesn't
I would say
always
they
talk people down. He didn't even.
they're gonna
talk
be stuck in their
Sasuke down. He
conviction.
tried,
Right? They're stuck
but
in their
then he
ways.
beat his ass instead. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is such an annoying point, especially in 2020.
Not stuck in their conviction. They have more conviction, I should say.
5 days.
They have more
ago.
conviction. Hence, they're not going to be
Like talk no jutsu. If anything,
compromised,
instead of
right?
it being a harsh
Like
reality,
Obito.
it's like a great one. Like I'm glad this is in Naruto. Talk no jutsu is heat. It gets way too much hate. I don't know why Like it gets so much hate they even named it a jutsu. Like they call it Taekwondo jutsu. Like this, it's good, bro. Like it's
Sorry about that.
heat.
Yeah, I think people are just like fight. Like that's all they care about. So like when they see these things, they're like, oh my gosh. But
Yeah.
Taekwondo jutsu is not bad.
Female characters lack of development. Do you agree with this? I agree with this one.
I think after rewatching part 1, I think Sakura has amazing development, and the whole thing she has with Ino, I think is really good. And when
Amazing
she
development
ties
to make her
headband
hated,
around
yeah.
her forehead, I thought
For
that
sure.
was greatness. I think
Simp
they actually had one of
ass.
the best fights in the tuning exams. But other than that, I can't think of anyone else that got development. Like,
Wait, what did he say?
Tsunade was like, and that I think they actually have one of the best fights in the tuning exams.
Wait, who did?
Is really good. And when she ties her headband around her forehead, I thought that was greatness. I think they actually have one of the best fights in the tuning exams. But other than that, I can't think of anyone else that got development. Like Tsunade was like, she did kind of step up to the
Wait, did he just say that Ino versus Sakura is one of the best fights in the tuning exams? Are you serious? I have nothing to say. Let's just continue.
fight. She was like a drunk that was lazy, didn't really do anything but gamble. And then she kind of stepped up to the plate, played her roles, did pretty good as a Hokage.
Yeah, Tsunade is great. I don't care. Tsunade is great.
But it's just like the other people, they're not important.
Ino
to the
versus
story.
Sakura
Who do we have?
was
May,
ass.
Tsunade's apprentice. What else do we have? Like I can't like Ino,
Tintin, Hinata.
Tintin, Tamari. I mean, like they weren't relevant to the story. They were never shown. So I don't.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I more or less agree with this one.
I kind of agree with that though. There was lack of development for a lot of female
aside from like
characters.
Tsunade, like I said.
Tenten's ass, no character development.
I'll give them this one.
Tamara had little to
The only
none.
thing I could be with this one, which I think would just be being nitpicky, is to say that, oh, how is this a harsh reality? It's just like, one bad thing. But I mean, I'm not gonna do that. Many conflicting messages. Okay, I gotta read this
We
one.
have to read this one, yeah.
Naruto is portrayed as the underdog who faces discrimination due to being a Jinchuriki and works his way up from the bottom. However, Hagoromo reveals that Naruto is the reincarnation of Ashura during the... You know what people ignore about this, Eli? In this conversation Hagoromo has with Naruto, he says, just being the reincarnation or descendant of someone doesn't give you all their power. He says that to Naruto. Word for word. I never understand this. I think the point of Naruto was to show that Naruto can be this strong if he learns how to use it. I don't think it was supposed to be like he was a complete underdog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you mean. And I feel like the messages kind of change and they're trying to lead up to something like, because I feel like the messages change. There's like the underdog thing they have, then they have like the destiny thing, then they have
Naruto always was
even with the destiny
an underdog.
Conflict with each other.
Yeah, but even with the destiny thing, because that's someone people say.
And they're not conflicting. Yeah, I agree. Nothing
With the
conflicting
destiny
about that.
thing, they're like, oh, Naruto just fell into destiny. Neji was right. But Naruto breaks the cycle that Indra and Ashura kept going through. Sasuke was about to keep it going. Madara and Hashirama kept it going. Indra and Ashura started it. Naruto ended it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Exactly.
It's so weird to me when people bring this up. I feel like they don't actually watch Naruto. Like, this is such a common opinion. I think people just say it to stay safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Read the bottom right there.
It also seems odd that everyone in Konoha initially hates him before the entire world starts rooting for him during the war. Naruto already presents himself. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me redo that. My mom texted me. It also seems odd that everyone in Konoha initially hates him before the entire world starts rooting for him during the war. Naruto already presents himself as a war hero from the start rather than gaining everybody's respect by the end of the war.
I mean, what did you expect? the demon inside him destroyed their village and killed some of their family. I mean,
Exactly.
how do you feel about him? And then he steps up to the plate and is protecting their village and is like the main like powerhouse to the village. I don't. These are just how people think. I would react
like
the same way.
of course they would change their mind. First they think he's a demon baby, then they're like, oh, he's not a demon baby. That nigga kind of cool. He kind of saved us type shit. Naruto literally made the nigga who killed them bring them back to life. Why would they not change their minds?
Right.
And just like, okay, Naruto at first he was about convincing the village, which he did. He accomplished that with pain. And then after the war arc, he convinced the world he was like the hero type shit.
Correct.
Yeah, and also like at the beginning, I don't know why anyone would like him. Did you see what he was doing to like some of the? Did you see what he did to the with all the Hokages and I forgot what it was called. The he was like a
monument?
bad kid.
Yeah,
he
he
was like a bad kid, and
Yeah.
that's partially because of Hiruzen just not raising him. But we could talk about that another day. But yeah, I understand why people didn't like him.
Naruto's reason for becoming Hokage also sort of changes throughout the story. At first, it's become Hokage to get respect, and then after a talk with Itachi, it's get respect, then become Hokage, which was nice. That was a nice thing. All right, Naruto relies on Kurama way too often. This is the point of it being inside of him. This is the point of it being inside of him.
I don't understand.
The point of Kurama being
How is that
inside
a
of
bad thing?
Naruto was so Naruto could rely on Kurama.
CBR.
Why, Eli? Why is this a bad thing?
Exactly.
I don't know. Like,
What's the
Sasuke
issue?
relies on the Sharingan too much. Like what?
Like it's part of him. What the fuck?
It's like saying Shinobi rely on
Naruto relies on
kunai
Rasengan
too much.
too
Bitch, they're
much, like, yeah.
Shinobi.
Not fucking
The
with,
fuck?
Like, Goku relies on the Kamehameha way too
I
much.
don't understand.
Goku relies on being a Saiyan too much. Like they're fucking devices for the MC to use. All of them have them. Or like,
It's like saying, right? It's like saying, I'm a cop, and then someone says, "Well, you rely on your cop car too much." Like, the fuck? I'm a cop. Am I not supposed to use my cop car? That's how fucking dumb that is. Like, does this guy have no other ideas? Is he just writing random shit? Like, what the fuck is this? Naruto relies on Kurama too often. What? I don't understand. I don't understand this asinine statement. Let's continue.
what the fuck? I don't get this type of shit.
And like literally, I don't know if people know, but Naruto has been training his entire life. Like when he was in that apartment alone, he would constantly train. I mean, we literally, they show this in part 1. He's always been training. I don't understand.
Correct.
Naruto constantly chases Sasuke. Oh my god.
Bad. It's the plot.
Bro. I hate this shit so much.
I think the guy's trolling almost. Honestly, he must be trolling.
much.
He's constantly trying to get strong. Like it's like
Bro, it's a
doesn't
goal,
make-
bro. Sasuke has his own goal. Naruto has his own goal. A sub goal of Naruto is to bring back Sasuke. Like, come on, man. Like, if your friend started going down a terrible path, I mean, would you, like, I don't think we would go as far as Naruto did. Just being realistic. But would you not try to, help him? Bring him back?
Yeah, what's the
like,
problem
you
with
have to
that?
realize this is like a ninja world where everyone is dependent with their life. I mean, think of what Sasuke did for Naruto at this point
Yeah.
with Haku and other villains. I think it's definitely understandable and how ambitious that Naruto is as a character. This isn't
Yeah,
surprising.
Naruto is very ambitious.
Yeah, like, we wake up, we check our iPhone, blah, blah, blah. These niggas wake up and sharpen kunai to, like, get
Exactly.
ready to go kill people.
Yeah.
It's just a different world,
different.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Naruto
they
is
ain't
100%
our first world modern
I mean-
country. It's fucking Shinobi
Can't really
fucking
argue
war
with
zone.
that.
The fuck?
I guess.
Like, this shit is just true, bro. I don't really think that's a bad thing.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean,
Just don't
actually,
watch it if you don't want to watch a lot of episodes.
just to ask you, do you think Naruto, like, could have been shorter? Is there anything you would have cut out to make it shorter?
Like not including filler.
Yeah, not including filler.
I think every arc like does good. I mean, I feel like
Yeah, I
learn
agree.
everything at every arc. No, I like it.
Look,
Like,
me
it's perfect
personally, I would cut out the Kazekage rescue arc.
That's,
I guess. I mean,
I guess you could.
That's not something that I would like care.
I
If
would
it's
cut
in
that
or
arc
it's
out.
out, I wouldn't care.
But yeah, I mean, Naruto does have hundreds of episodes. What's number 1? Kaguya replaces Madara as the final villain. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Most of my refutation from this, I got from Seth, just from a talk we had, and I know he's gonna bring it up in his big Naruto video. He's been talking about on Twitter and whatnot. So I'm not gonna step on his toes in any way and say some of the things he would say about this. Everyone can go watch that whenever that comes out. Like I said, whenever it comes out.
Kage replaces Madara. I agree. That was kind of
And
stupid.
you could comment on that on his video. Do you have anything to say?
One good point. Great job.
Yeah, I think this is bad. I think Kage replacing this was just a really perfect for leading on into Boruto. I mean, some people can make the point like, oh, they should have never made Boruto. Personally, I really like Boruto, and I think that Madara
like
not
Boruto
being the
as
final
well.
villain is fine. I think I have no problem with it at all. I
I
love
actually
how they
disagree.
have to go
I think
against
it was
this kind of,
forced.
This demon being that
It was
doesn't even
very
speak. There's just
abrupt
pure
and sudden.
power.
That wasn't a good way to
I
start
kinda
it.
love that, and like how they have to get through it, and they use creative ways. Like Naruto was literally using sexy no jutsu on a freaking god. Like I love that. That was like so cool. But I don't have a problem with it. Madara not being the final villain is perfectly fine with me. But I know people have conflicting opinions about it.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, have a nice day.
All right, that's the
So I've
video. That final one, yeah, I disagree with. I think his name was Eli. I don't think it was perfect. Madara was built up for a considerable amount of time, and then all that is abruptly and suddenly changed with Kaguya, who was talked about, right? But barely, and then she pops up and ends the show, right? I didn't like that. What could have been done is a longer build-up of Kaguya. Shit, extend the war. I don't mind. It was fucking good up until that point. Extend it. Have something else make Kaguya appear. I don't know. I just really didn't like it. And her as a character, she was fucking dumb, right? Dumb. And just not a very good villain in my opinion. Yeah, she was powerful. Cool. She was dumb. And just had no substance. Honestly. That's just me. I didn't like it. The way it ended. Very forced, very abrupt, too sudden. I just didn't like it at all. At all. As far as the other points, horrible points made in this article. Horrible. Naruto uses Kurama too much. Bitch, he's a Jinchuriki. He's a Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. It took him forever to be able to even properly utilize Kurama's power because him and Kurama weren't friends. It was an obstacle for him for a long time. And then him constantly chasing Sasuke too much. Dude, that's the whole fucking point of the story. Sasuke leaves, and that becomes his goal. And Sakura, being the little simp that she is, instills this necessity to accomplish his promise, right? To be of his word. His ambition rises. His resolve increases. Of course he's gonna fucking chase Sasuke. And it wasn't just a simple cat and mouse. There was a lot of complexity behind it. The whole idea of catching up to Sasuke wasn't just literal. It was also figurative. He wanted to catch up to his level. He wanted to become better to be able to bring Sasuke physically back to the village. It was a very big point of motivation for Naruto. Very symbolic. Right, Sasuke represented what he had to become, or what he had to surpass, right? As far as power. With Sasuke being a prodigy, right? Or being this all-powerful individual by the time Shippuden starts. Right? So when he sees Sasuke for the first time since the fight in part 1, it really opens his eyes, and it's very symbolic. He says, I don't stand a fucking chance against this guy. And that pushes him, that fuels his ambition, that fuels his fire to continue training, to continue evolving. It's a very important pillar to this whole story in its entirety. So that statement is very asinine, and in fact very absurd, to say that it's a bad thing that he's chasing Sasuke. That's very stupid. I'm sorry. It's fucking CBR. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. Some of these points are just asinine. They're insanely absurd. I don't understand. The only good ones were lack of female character development. Okay, I agree to some extent. And then the last one, Kaguya being the final villain. I agree. She shouldn't have been, or should have been, approached a different way. That's fine. Everything else is pretty absurd. But then again, CBR, what do you expect? You're going to get irritated if you have a brain, if you're competent. It is what it is. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, folks. The only thing I didn't agree with, which again is just an opinion, was when Eli said Ino and Sakura was one of the best fights in the Chunin exams. That shit was pathetic. That fight was pathetic. Made him look like desperate, weak, shitty shinobi. That's what it looked like. These people are living in their own bubble. They only give a shit about their appearance, about themselves, crying about who's prettier. Like, are you fucking serious? This shit is a fight in the Chunin exams, and then it's a draw pathetically? To me, it was trash. Trash. Rock Lee versus Gaara compared to Ino versus Sakura. It's night and day. Night and day. Shit and gold. That's the difference. But again, it's an opinion. Maybe he thinks, hey, it was a good character development moment. I really got emotionally invested. Maybe that's fine. You know, nothing wrong with that. I didn't. I was disgusted. All right. So, yeah. Very entertaining video, though. Well done by them. They basically point out all the absurdities pretty well. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm sure most of you agree. Maybe some of you don't agree out there. Either way, I want to hear your opinion. I'm always intrigued by your guys' opinions and takes. And if you have any other recommendations, also let me know in the comment section below. But that's going to wrap it up, folks. This is J3 signing out with another video. Peace.